Welcome back to Imagination Station Network. Today we are with one of my very dear friends and a fantastic creative entrepreneur. I'll let you introduce yourself.
It's me. It's Jordan. Oh, Jordan Christopher Charles. It feels weird saying that.
With James Alexander Gaffney. Hold on, I'm just changing hats. I don't know, this was no rehearsed.
This is very as it comes. God knows what's going to come out.
There we go. So, if you notice, Jordan was on season 1, episode...
I want to say 3, but I feel like it might be 4.
What's that?
No
Anyway,
idea.
go
No
back to
idea.
the first season and you'll see Jordan in a very different place, both in mind, as in, and the building that we were using. So, we invited Jordan back because he's been up to all sorts. I keep seeing his videos on my FYP page on the other platforms. Sorry, I'm just drinking.
All the things. That makes me feel good because it means I can drink.
So how you been, Jordan? Let's take it back. How you been?
Wonderful.
How are you feeling today?
Wonderful. 10 out of 10. 20 out of 10.
So,
I've had a lot of coffee.
Jordan, if we say we're going to call him period because he was late today.
I know, but you don't remember someone being early,
like
but you
that.
do always remember someone being late.
I think you're going to tell me that before we go. I'm going to get that put up on the door.
Yeah,
I like that.
But I like that. It's just like a period.
It's fine, see? So you'll notice, like, well, we were going to use the mics today, but we've got mics, but actually hold the mics because I'm a fidget and I tick all the time. And Jordan is using one of Urshan's feather pens.
I know, and I need to try and tell myself not to chew on it.
And I suppose we should start the interview. But see, when it's one of your pals and we've got great energy, it's harder to start the interview because Jordan's been here for an hour now.
I was going to say, I don't know what time it is, but we've been going for quite a while.
So let's take it back then. So tell the guys, what is it you do?
Oh, in what sense? In every sense. So,
what's Jordan's creativeness?
Everything. So I'm a hairdresser. I write. I now do TikToks since December, which
Where's
I
your
am
TikTok?
obsessed with. It's J Chris Charles on TikTok. Go and follow the journey. Everything. I'm into everything. Anything and everything.
So you can see he's a bit like me, you know. And we don't say we're into all these things because to make us look good. We have to do
Just
these
can't
things.
help
innit?
it.
It's
Yeah,
like,
it just happens.
these things are just and you were on your phone to your partner earlier and that. And the last time you were in, it was you were putting him to work.
I'm always putting him to work. That's what it's for.
So let's obviously you've got your salon and you've got the other things and you've got a fantastic team in there. I keep seeing that girl always about that's on the right hand side chair.
Beth.
Yeah. And I don't know if she's that quick at cutting by the wherever it is I'm coming out the street. But by the time she's away, I'm like, oh, that was aye. So Beth, we're only trying to knock you down either, by the way, because it just seems that we're always in the motor. You got a good team in there. We often
lovely.
pop in and just to see what the crack is. And
I am very selective, but I think now the team's very selective as well. And we do have quite a few people coming and going, asking for jobs and stuff, but you need to work together, and it's not meant to be just a boring salon.
Yeah.
It is. I wanted it. When I started the first salon, I was like, I want to feel like I am going to another house, another one of my abodes.
it's like this. Jordan came in and took his shoes off, man, and I'm like,
yeah.
get comfy. And then I says to him, oh, Jordan, are you comfy with you? And
Which obviously meant move, Jordan, because you look shit.
No, it was just like you'll see when he's got to our TikTok, you'll see I'm just perched on the side, but it's landscape and portrait, and I was like, you can't get you on, but aye, it's all about comfort and to feel like when people come, I get it, it's an interview and everybody's nervous, but this is my wee world. This is bright. It's orange. It's like it's me. So when people come, I want them to kick back, take their shoes off. And if you bring a microwave and plug it in and start saying rolls and sausage in here, then we've got a problem.
That's exactly what I try to make the shop like, though. I want people to come in and chill. Like the other day, I had a guy just lying on the couch with his looking out the window, and I thought, it's nice that people can just chill out, though.
Yeah. And you're renovating there as well, aren't you?
Well, we have been, yeah. Oh my God. Well, it's been long overdue. We moved in right before the COVID hit. So it's just been crazy. And then there's been staff coming, loads of little changes, and we've been renewing the furniture over the years. But really, we need to like go back to basics. It's our 10-year anniversary next June.
Wow,
of
man.
like opening full stop, not in the space we've got, but like starting JCC here. And I want the whole place gutted and redone in my vision for
But it's
that
not just,
anniversary.
it's no, like, as you said, it's not just a hair salon. There's, like, you do everything. You get rid of the sunbeds, though, didn't you?
Yeah.
So no sunbeds.
No sunbeds.
But we have a wee gallery in there as well. Was it your fourth birthday or not? It was your sixth birthday. Ian painted you
I think it was
on the
sixth.
chair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Aye. So it's just, so we're just reminiscing on stuff.
Well,
you know,
when I come round, so we've just been doing the basin area, so far so good. And when we come round to doing the front, I did want to talk to you about the gallery as well.
Right.
Maybe a little shift around.
Aye,
or
let's get new stuff in there.
Yeah.
There's a painting of me out. There's a painting of me up there.
I love that.
Aye, that was.
I think that's quite similar to the drawing I done of you on the last podcast.
Aye, it is. That's my first. That's my first ever portrait of myself by me.
Love.
Modelled on a production that's coming soon, but we can't mention it because it's not my podcast. But Jordan gets up to everything, man, and we're blessed to have great creative friends in the circle. And even when you're saying down the stairs, you were complimenting stuff. There isn't many people that go about doing that. Like, I struggle to take compliments on things, but when people value what it is you do, not just as a creative, but as a human being, and I hope you don't mind me saying, you know, we are two ADHD monkeys, man. We're constantly on the go, but we have freed ourselves. That's why I wanted you to come on, man. And we have freed ourselves of the burden. I mean, the whole idea of the podcast, in fact, the whole idea of Jag Art 82 and what it is we do is that people from behind the couch will be able to do or find something that they like doing through others talking about it.
And that's exactly it. And I didn't know I was ADHD last time I was on the podcast.
Right.
I'd been in therapy since I was like 13, 14. And I had been put on the waiting list a couple of years prior. And at the end of filming, someone there had mentioned this right to choose. And that fast tracked me through and got diagnosed, started my medication, and it has totally changed my life.
And you're very lucky.
That wouldn't have happened if I hadn't have just said yes that day and came on the podcast.
Well, see, I can't take compliments, so I'm like,
I think that's a UK thing. I don't think we're great at taking compliments.
Nah. But here's the sad fact: if you were staying in where you stay now, it's not available.
I know.
Do you know? Just when you say that, it's like, you know, there are loads of us out there who are screaming to find ourselves, and that's where the commonality comes with creativeness. It's no coincidence that you went into the job that you do, and you know, let's go back further. So if Sharon hadn't said, like, that was my
Shazza?
That's Shazza. Big shout out, Shazza. I mean, never mentioned Justin's name either. Big shout out, Justin. We'll try to get Justin on the show, but he's not up
Justin
for it. Hey, Shazza, get you on the show, man.
Shazza would be great on the show if you could prize her out. She would be good.
Jordan's mum asked me if I would put some painting. It was like my second wee exhibition in Berwick, and she let me put them in the shop. And she had a great wee cafe across Riverside Cafe, across the road from me, and I took for there. So
loved it.
And then we met you, and it was like, it's always like trying to pay homage to the journey back.
Yeah,
that's it, man. There's no malice about what we do and what we're trying to achieve. And how do you find it with others who have, how do I put this without alienating a whole entire nation, with other people who can't do what you do? Do you find there's a lot of jealousy?
But anyone can do it. That's what annoys me the most.
But can they do it at the pace that you can do it?
They maybe can't do it at the pace I can do it.
Because the next bit that I'm going to talk about is on your TikTok, that obviously you've moved into a new house. You and Justin are decorating it. Justin's ripping it apart, and you've got new jobs for him all the time. And I love going on and seeing the progress on there. But again, the pace that yous are doing that in, you haven't been in there that long.
I know, but that comes with a price as well, which I am
does.
learning this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all not. I just want it done. I want it done now.
But again, there's the other thing that's like, we want things done, and we want it done now.
Yeah.
On the time that we want it,
Yeah.
and that comes, I think, because I don't know if it's because we've been let down in the past, or it comes with, we need it done because we're ready to move on to something else.
That's it.
And I'm always telling people to live in the day, but it's
but I think that kind of is living in the day, because I want everything done right this second, as fast as possible, And Justin's very much, let's take our time and get things perfect. I'm like, let's get things perfect, but let's get them done today. Because tomorrow I will have no interest and I'll be on to the next thing.
Do you think that's a bit like yin and yang, positive and negative? You need that for it to work.
We are very similar, but we are also very, very different. But I think that does balance each other out. But we can also butt heads for the same reason.
But again, if you don't talk about things, it doesn't just go away.
That's my biggest thing. A lot of people, when I talk about therapy to people, think, oh, I don't need that. That's not for me. But I just think it's such a good thing.
Yeah.
Because I talk so well through issues.
But did I not just say that down the stairs? Is like, we are very articulate. Like, I'm not educated. I went to a lot of schools, but I don't have the qualifications I have came after. I didn't get them in school, but I find that, we're very articulated and we're able to explain it. But again, it was you that I said, remember the tree analogy? The tree and these guys will be sick of me saying this, but the fruit's not for us.
Yes.
We can help other people with their problems and things and give them things, but see when it comes to yourself, the fruit's not for you.
Yeah.
But that's how you need to find people who are the fruit as such.
Yeah.
Innit?
So it's the same with not to keep going on about therapy, might be it. But with therapy, I'd never told anyone how dark and things were for me for such a long, like my whole life pretty much. And when I came out and they'd put me on the waiting list for ADHD on the wonderful NHS, I decided to tell someone in the salon one day, one of the clients, and they were like, oh yeah, I've been there and I got put through the diagnosis. And the more I started to tell people, the more I realised other people are taking bits from that.
The fruit, man. The fruit.
Yeah.
Like, I know other people who come in and get their hair done. And it's not just a hair. I say it all the time, but you've got one of the hardest jobs. I was a barber at one point in my wee journey, and it's so hard. What does Jordan do to go? Because we're other creatives out there who are either looking to get into that business or just purely nosy that they want to know, how do you downtime?
How do I down? I don't know. I'm trying to learn that. So, my downtime the last 3 years, I would say, is escaping. But we were in a small flat. Like our house now is completely different to what I've been used to my whole life, and I just need out. I need to be in nature. I like the river. I don't really like people. I love people, and I love my job, but people kind of flock to you that need you, or you need them, or vice versa. And outside of that, I just don't really enjoy people all that much.
They want to be needed.
So yeah, being at the river, being in the water, whether it's in a kayak or in a wetsuit, just being in the water. But this year, I have not made time for that at all. It's just been so constant.
We're so similar. Like I like cold water therapy, and I have not. Somebody messaged me the other night, and I was like, I'm busy, because also the reason I asked that question is like my creativity is how I downtime. Yeah. So I don't really take a day off as such.
But at the same time, your creativity is it's hard, because I'm also writing a lot at the minute, and that is creative, but it's very involved. You're probably the same when you're doing your artwork.
There? Do you live
there?
there?
I'm in it.
See, this is what I'm always saying, man.
I can't see anything around me. I'm typing away, but it's like I am living what I am writing at the time. And then when I come out, I'm sobbing, I'm laughing, and it's absolutely exhausted me.
Do you not think that?
And I think you have to make that time to put the creativity down and go out and just be in nature.
But it's also back to the book thing. Is like it's therapy. That's therapy.
It is therapy.
Like folk are like, how do you write that? And I'm like, how can you know? Yeah. This is like my. And I told everyone, I've got constantly saying on the podcast that, like, I put all the bad folk, and if any of the bad folk are watching this, you're inside my book. So if you buy my book for a tenner, or you buy the hardback for 20 quid, thanks very much. I'm using your money that you have bought, because you were part of the journey. Yeah. And it's always about paying homage to yourself on the journey. Yeah. And I guess I've just gave myself the answer. I can't take compliments. I very rarely give myself compliments. I'm my own worst critic. But it's inside a book that I'm proud of. Yeah. So it's kind of my yin and yang. And I've got wee Jan and Ian and the team. And that's important that we continue to do what we do. I can't remember where I was going with that.
The story of my life.
Hey,
that's what writing's kind of done for me. It just bashes out, and things start with like a memory or an item, and I'm like, why am I writing about this wagon wheel wrapper? And with that comes a memory
that's it.
and each little thing. And then bash, I'm living there, I'm typing it out, and once I'm done, I sit back and I'm like, oh my God, and you realise
read it
something
back?
about yourself.
Do you read it back?
No, I just let it be.
I'm the same.
However,
Straight to the editor.
because Justin doesn't really read books, so
Right.
he'd read the first chapter of what I'm working on at the minute, which is going very, very well and very quickly. And he was like, yeah, but I accidentally, you might relate to this. A lot of you might relate to this. I get a lot of free trials for apps. And I
Right.
have to set reminders, be like, right,
Oh,
3 days,
don't.
cancel that fucking trial.
Don't.
And I accidentally bought Speechify last year. It was
Oh.
about £89
Right.
for an app that reads your text. I don't even know why I had it. So now I'm getting the use, and every night I'm like, let's put the chapters I've wrote in
Yeah.
and we'll listen to it, and it's just
Brilliant.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Hearing it back is different.
Totally.
It's totally different.
Even grammatically and
Because I'm dyslexic, I can read it back. So like I get that. Like we've got a fantastic editor, Karen, who does the books for us, and happily give you her name when you're ready. Actually.
yeah. I do have to read them back as well at some point, but at the moment, going through this first draft, I just need to get it done out of the way.
But I guess you already know it, man. It's like it's no cheeky, no reading it back.
Yeah.
Like you're there. Like,
Yeah.
That's how my neurodivergent power works. I'm there. So see when I go to schools with mine and the kids are there and they're asking me questions, I'm like, yes, boom.
But
open,
back
open
to when you were
chapter.
saying about struggling to articulate yourself, I was talking to a family member recently who also has that problem, and they know exactly what they want to get across to someone, but sometimes it comes out in the complete wrong way. And I was saying, well, instead of rereading your message again and again and again, why don't you say it out loud in a few different voices?
Yeah.
And it might sound different to them as it would to you.
Boundaries for yourself and giving yourself. I think we said down the stairs is like it's about giving yourself permission. Like, guy, if you are watching this, man, give yourself permission for the things that you want today.
Yeah.
Make time. There's 24 hours. Nah, I get it. People have got kids. People have got... What is happening, man? I seen an artist put this out last night, and they were like, people are always saying to him about, and I'm going to start this then, and I'm going to do that. And it's like...
Aye, but what if you're dead by then?
Aye, what about tomorrow? It doesn't come. It's borrowed, isn't it? It's like getting about it
There's
today.
never a good time to do anything. You've just got to grab it and do it.
Exactly. Why does people... Aye.
And like I've struggled with anxiety. I feel like you're probably the same way. And do you know what? We're all going to be dead one day and no one's going to remember anyway. So just bloody go for it.
Yeah, it's that push past that fear, man. And I always say this, it's like, these are just suggestions. They're never a demand. But somebody out there it worked for. So it's like, we're sitting here for experience and saying, take that plunge, man. Take that, go out in a canoe, go out in a kayak. There's loads of stuff out there, man. I mean,
even the kayak, like Jordan and Jordan.
Right.
She's Jordan, who works in the salon.
Big up Jordan.
She was camping for her birthday one year, and she'd bought a little kayak for £40 from Tesco, and she was like, you must come and get one. I was like, maybe. I was just like, I was scared to go. I hadn't hung out with her before. I only really knew her from work. Yeah. And she was like, come on, we'll go on your break now. Let's buy one. Bought it, went in the water that night, and that was me every single night for the next 3 years. Obsessed.
But you know that we need that. We need somebody.
And if I hadn't just done it, she just pushed me into it, and we're very like that. We push each other.
Yes.
Which you need. Everyone needs an instigator.
Of course you do. Oh, somebody just take control, man.
Yeah.
We want led sometimes instead of just making all the decisions. I totally get that. What was the other thing I was going to say again? It's been happening all day. Just my mind's just been gone totally blank. Oh, that was our 4th year birthday at Jag Art 82 when you had got that, because we turned 6. So it must have been 2.5 years ago you had yours, or 3. Because I said, I always see Jordan out in his canoe. Ian's like us.
Yes, that's right.
Next minute Ian's like, I'm away to Tesco's. And he went, I don't know if you know, like Paxton's wee boat house. Away he went up, away he went, away to Tesco's, and he's like, there's none. And it's probably just as well, because how are we going to blow them up?
Well, I think I bought about 5 of them, so...
There you go, Ian. It was him that bought them,
Sorry.
man.
I'll give you one. I still have them.
And it's things like that, though, and you can tell, like, I watch all your wee videos and say, look at how much fun they're having, and the kids that you've got ways as well.
Yeah.
You're passing that knowledge on.
That's my nephew and niece. That's not in a weird way.
You're passing it to them. This is the whole point. This is the whole point of the podcast, is like we're passing on the knowledge. 2 friends sitting on a couch talking about things that they do, things that they want to do, and things that they were too no late. Don't you like using the word lazy, but too scared to do at the same time.
Yeah. But I think kids as well, it's important for kids to get outside. So many of them sit on their iPads or their phones. And I just want to do something different. We were pulled out when we were young, and like we didn't have the internet, we didn't have those resources, so we were just left to run bloody wild through the woods, and it was great.
I loved that, and I was always home for my dinner.
Yeah.
I like my grub, man. But for
Me not so much.
For some reason, as a kid, you could hear your mum shouting dinner.
Yeah.
No matter how far you were away, man, dinner.
It's so funny you say that because I had a Britney song on in the salon, of course.
Big Britney fan.
Justin always says in our salon, you're never more than 5 minutes away from a song ending or beginning of Britney Spears. But it came on, and every time I hear it, there's a part where I can hear my mum shouting my name. And I still think it now. She used to always shout me down. I used to play it on repeat, and I can still hear her voice in that song.
But that's pattern recognition. That's part of the ADHD journey.
Yeah.
You see things in clouds, and I know everybody technically does. But in the back of doors and wood grains and things like that, man.
Sometimes. I see little messages. Even that clock, when you said something before that hit me, that clock was like my number. And it was my birthday as well. Like the time I was born was that number.
Pattern recognition. That's how I turn my books into things, is like you're saying, I'm glad you used the sweetie wrapper analogy, because it's the same. It's like people, emotions, feelings, all these things into words.
Yeah.
And don't look back to what you say. Don't be scared to run away with yourself when you're writing.
Well, that's
it's like that's your editor's job. Don't be putting too much pressure on yourself for that.
That's exactly what I try. I think over the years, I start and I'm like, well, I don't like that, and I go back and change it, and I've never finished a book yet. But this time I had a strange few weeks where some strange things were going on, and it all came to a point, and I thought, you know what, tomorrow, my dad had actually said to me, it's not good to hold on to the past and remember all these things about when you were young. It's not healthy, just let them go. But I make a conscious effort to remember them. I'm scared to forget. So I thought, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to start from 1.5 years old and write everything I can remember.
Brilliant.
And it just, after a few paragraphs, it just started flowing out. And then I would get stuck and be like, well, where am I kind of going? And I'm like, what do I write next? And it's not so much, where's it going or what are you writing next? It's like, what do you remember? And I'm like, oh, I remember the air vent in the wall because we didn't have central heating.
Yeah.
And attached to that thing I remember comes this important memory.
But what about when you're reliving that and folk don't get it? You're like, you were there.
Yeah.
I know that. You were there. And it's like, no. And I'm like, how do you not remember
But
that?
that's the
how do you not
that's
remember
the thing
that?
as well. Me and one of my many brothers sat and had a conversation on the beach for a few hours. And we remember the same memory, but we remember it in totally different ways.
Brilliant.
But memory is subjective as well. So
Aye. Plus, people block a lot of stuff out, man. Like, always curious about how can you not remember stuff before 5 years old? Like, I'm 5.
That's what I don't understand. Because I remember, like, one of my earliest memories, I don't want to ruin it because you'll read it one day.
Right.
But I was like 1.5 years old, possibly 1 year old. And I can see it right now in my head. Me and my mum walking side by side. My dad in front of us in the night, taking this branch off a tree to make a walking stick. And it's one of my earliest memories. And I'm like, how don't you remember so far back?
See?
But apparently, your brain does block stuff out.
It does. I think because you're still growing till 5, I don't know, I get the technical part, your temporal lobe starts to develop further, so you get to... But I still had the memories. See, for age 5, Orange Jan's always like, how do you remember that? I remember that because you've not done it. You've not done it, Jan. But I don't mean it to like dig folk up. I'm just like, it also comes at a cost. If there's any neurodivergent brothers and sisters out there, let us know in the comments, man. I would like to know these things about people. Is this just a James and Jordan thing? But I remember everything.
There must be a lot more people that remember. Like, if you remember from like a toddler, like, please do write what it is because I'm interested.
Know, man. I'm always interested in that. Like, even like, there's some stuff where you shouldn't remember, and I don't argue too much into it. But then when you start to like, I've made amends for my past that I've had, and I go into it, and folk are like, oh, and they're like, look in their faces like, oh, geez, man, maybe I should just have left that one because they don't remember.
That's kind of where my last few months had been. I was once I got settled, I'm on ADHD medication now and kind of settled on a dose. And as that happened, I started to think about these random memories that I've always kind of remembered. Some of them maybe not so much. And I thought, like, why am I thinking of this now? And each one might have been a bit odd. But then when I stood back and looked at all of them side by side, I thought, actually, they are quite strange. but my brain just processed them in a totally different way. And like you say, some for the better and some maybe for the worse.
But you don't think that's the uniqueness part of it? And again, back to what I said, we've freed ourselves for the burdens of, like, fortunate what we do for a job, but also the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah.
Like, you have an escape. And I guess that comes with the age. We're now at that age where people would say, oh, that injury, you'll regret that when you're older. I'm like, no bother. I hit 44 this year, and I'm like, oh, my knees. I remember.
As soon as I hit 30, I switched to sliders, so I don't have to tie the laces. Like, happened overnight.
But, man, I'm 14 years your senior.
30's great. I'm loving being in my 30s. It's fantastic.
Well, I never got clean and sober till 37, so technically I'm only 6.
Yeah.
I'm just out of nappies, toddler. So that's the way I see it. The world is all brand new for me. But, I mean, we've got a bit of time. We've got some, you've got chickens.
My chimkins, yes, my little chimkins.
Aye, what's the crack with them? Because you were cleaning out this thing and I was like, yeah.
Oh, so we bought a house in December. Finally, our first and fit ever house. Never doing that again. Awful, thank you. And it is just dream home.
Maybe not for Justin, he's doing all the
maybe not for Justin, but I'm very, very lucky to have outdoor space is what I've always wanted. And it came with the old owners had kennels and stables at the top, which that's a problem for later. But they had chicken coops, which they were leaving, and I thought, this is fucking great. Yes. I hatched ducks years ago after the lockdown and had them in my back garden. It was a fucking nightmare. But this time around, I was like, I've always wanted chickens. And Justin was very much, you are not getting chickens. I was like, you foolish man. So one weekend, me and the beautician, Jordan, she agreed to come and help me, and God love her. That is not
saying he's Jordan, you put a shift in there.
It's not a job for the week, so I've told you how much I love you.
Me and Jan watched it, and we got the keys to that new building. I'm like,
honestly,
it's like your bit.
We'll come. I'm like roping Jordan in now. We are going to come and help you clean it out. But we went and gutted it out just for something to do. It was Easter weekend, and then the next day I was couldn't afford it, and I was like, don't buy chickens, don't buy chickens. No. And then Justin phoned me as I was sat debating with myself, and he's like, what are you up to? And I was like, I'm trying to fight the urge to buy some chickens. He went, Jordan, you're not getting chickens. I was like, oh, that's all I needed. Half an hour later, we was on the road to get some chickens. And then 4 weeks later, someone messaged me and was like, I have a rescue chicken. Could you help? I was like, yes.
Aye, because I messaged you the same day, and I'm like, what about Highland Coo?
I don't need Instagram.
A wee baby Highland Coo.
If they weren't so expensive, I would have a Highland cow.
Well, I priced them because we wanted to get, I don't have the space for it. I don't even have a garden, but a Jaggy and Haggy for the Highland Coos. And the wee miniature ones, I think they're between £500 and £1,000.
No, the miniature Highland cow I wanted was like 20 grand.
Is it, man?
Yeah, and I thought,
I've priced
it's just going to bloody die one day.
But you're in
I mean, could you sell the meat for a lot? Could I make money on that?
Well, here's the thing off topic, but I didn't know they eat the male ones. What? I thought it was just the female. Sorry, female cows, man. But
what do you mean?
The ones with the big horns and the male ones, they're meat. They're for meat as well. I just assumed it was the female ones.
What? No.
That's horrible. Why would I think that?
I thought they didn't eat the female ones. I thought they were to breed.
Right. Oh, man.
I might be wrong there.
We're in two different parts. Any farmers on here, man?
I'm new to the farm life, guys.
But fair play to yous, man. I love going on. Me and Jan, when we're down the stairs in the office, man, we get the videos out.
Talking about my chickens, by the way, I forget. I do have a gift for you.
Oh! Are these for me?
Eggs. So, these are actually for James, because he stole the ones I gave Jan last time.
Well, Jan, I did steal them. I'm not about to make anything. So, homebred. Oh, a wee feather. Wee ass. A wee ass. A wee egg ass.
Annoying.
I'm in my den. There's a wee egg ass cheek. I don't know. But thanks very much, Jordan.
No problem at all.
Oh, look, he's put them in colour coordination.
They are. So, well, we've had a broody hen at the minute, so she's not late. Oh, no, we have. So these are carrots, onions, and these are Rasputias.
Excellent.
Our little rescue pumpkins. Not
Thank you very much. Chickens. I love eggs, man. Boiled egg. I love fried egg. But you were there, Jan. We bought you one.
Love it. Oh my God. It's the salted egg steamer. I did put a video on TikTok. Yes. That took me 45 minutes to figure that out. Oh, I don't do instructions.
Neither did I.
The instructions were like that. They were tiny.
But at least you put 2 in. I put the whole 6 or 8 in.
I didn't only put 1 in.
I put them all in.
And I was like, I can't remember.
Was there 2? Or was
I
there
have
1?
no idea.
But I like the boiled egg or egg in a cup.
Yeah.
I put all 8 in, man. And obviously I had to eat all 8.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're talking about the wee egg thing. Because I've got a thing with boiling eggs. It's like, and I explained it to you. I was like, You know, like when we used to put eggs in a pan, it's like you've never seen me really cook boiled tatties either, because it's like, are they ready yet? Are they going to burst? Are they going to melt? Is it going to burn to the ass of the pot? Is it going to? Do you know all these things? That's how an ADHD brain works. Well, mine does anyway.
I burn mashed potato because I
Aye.
put it all. When I did cook, I don't anymore. I cook everything as hot.
Is that a
and
Justin
fast.
job or not?
It's, right,
I've got a spare room, Justin. If you
No,
want to
I
come.
do the washing and the cleaning, and he
Right.
does the
Oh, well, there's a-
cooking. Yeah.
Right.
But I just burn everything. It's hot, fast, and then I drift off and do something else, and I come back and I'm like, fuck, we're not having mashed
Painting's
potato
a
tonight.
thing. Like, I've got a home studio, and when I'm painting, I go down, and it's like, it's a nightmare. But hey, thanks very much, Jordan. I know we could talk all day, but we've got a few questions here that I've made. So we will. I think we'll just crack on like this instead of moving the camera.
Yeah, crack on.
Aye, we were going to move the camera and give you some fancy angles, but let's do it, man. Anything else you want to get out first, man? You want to?
That's freezing cold.
I did that, except I'm not used to it now. I was like, I'm drinking it and I'm spitting it back in.
Oh no, I'm a spitter. Sorry, I know the tone.
Sorry. Right. Anything else you want to say? Well, it's not as if I'm cutting it right off. I'm just reading out some questions.
What do I want to say? No, I don't think so. Not that I can think of.
Right, you ready?
Go follow me on TikTok.
Aye, follow him on
For
TikTok.
there's so much coming that I don't want to say.
If you give me the TikTok, we'll put it into the
I will,
bottom
but there's so much craziness.
So, if you could swap careers with any iconic figure in the creative world for a day, who would it be and what would you do?
Oh, like Dead or Alive. Oh,
Aye,
no.
Dead or Alive. I
Is
don't
that
mind a
bad?
Dead or Alive.
Do you know, I just have a thing about Marilyn Monroe.
Aye, Marilyn Monroe.
Like, it is an inside joke. It's not even an inside joke. It is like a thing in our friendship group and family that I was Marilyn in a past life.
Right.
Whether it was a part of me or all of me, there's just something about that woman. She was just so intelligent and creative, and
She was the first.
misunderstood.
Aye, she was the first to push back in the world.
Fantastic.
I try not to go down rabbit holes and stuff, but she was the first to push back. And because she pushed back, not just with makeup and not just with the things and the outlandish, she was the icon that, wearing short skirts. And it shouldn't just be for sexualisation.
No.
Well, I'm saying I'm not doing rabbit holes. I've looked into things
It's like
and people...
she took the power, and I think she was like one of the original feminists.
Yeah.
And people just seen this blonde bimbo, but that's exactly what she wanted them to see. She took the power for herself, and
She used it.
I love acting, I love theatre and all that carry on, and I would definitely swap places with her for a day.
When you get to the studio, I've got...
Which is funny,
big plans.
because a couple of weeks ago I just found out that she is actually a cousin 12 times removed, possibly, from Britney Spears. And I thought, that just makes so much sense. Justin was like, of course she is. I was like, I know.
If you will it will happen. But aye, I'm a big, massive female advocate, and it should...
What would yours be? Who would you swap with?
Oh, who would I swap with?
Or career-wise?
Career-wise. So I'm one of these strange people that don't really have any icons that I look up to. No, I have...
Did you not have a favourite musician?
I liked the Baby Spice for the Spice Girls, but I didn't really want to swap with her because that was her career. So let me think then. So who would I swap with?
Spice.
I like Scottish actors who are fighting the front. Like we've had we've had Tom Ury on here, and he's got a fantastic. They can switch it up for any of their creativeness, whereas I can focus on one at a time.
Yeah.
So any creative that can change it for their singing to their art, to their any like that. But obviously, I called my cat Picasso. So Picasso, I would like to swap just because the art later in years, like Van Gogh as well, when they swapped over in the time they used cheap paint and new. I have loads of questions. I think you can't get one answer out of me because aye.
See, even when you're saying that, I'm like, oh, do you know there's other people I would say?
It's a hard one. When I wrote that as well, I was like, there's also an artist who I had nobody to compare myself to when I first started this.
Yeah.
Because remember, I only just started to paint when I got sober. So it was like on the 27th of July 2020, I started Jag Art 82.
But that's where the magic comes when you're not comparing yourself or following a line. You're doing it because you enjoy it.
But I seen the story, so there's an artist called Ross Muir Art with some of his prints down the stairs. I need to put them up here actually. And he was one of the artists that, I would like his story. It's his story, I will not tell it on here. His story was similar to mine. He's a fantastic artist, man. He's way beyond what I can paint. But I put him and Ian up there because both of them are phenomenal artists. And his story, and I'm like, oh, you know, maybe I could have a wee. And then all of a sudden, and I put a wee post-it the other day with my wee Van Gogh Buckfast on the Horizon painting that I did because I'd seen one of his. It's all right. And I tagged him in, man, and it's like paying homage for your past.
Yeah.
And how the journey happened. Again, we've had coffee, we've had teas and coffees all day. Matt, you can't ask me one question. See, because I don't know if you're the same. See, because you reversed the role there, and then I'm like, oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Because I'm already like, like, did you watch the one with Graham Watson and me? He reversed the roles and it got deep because we were sitting across
No, I don't think I did see that.
the one at the day. It's just a short episode, but Graham Watson, the author of Charlotte Bronte, the invention of Charlotte Bronte.
Yeah.
That one, watch that, man, and it will show you. Like, he reversed the roles, and I was vulnerable, but I was comfortable because Graham's one of my longest friends, and I'm wavering on.
No, I'm like that. Give me an inch and I take a mile.
Right, that's a collaboration, man. We've done that. Oh, right, you ready for this?
I don't know, am I?
If your creative journey were turned into a movie, what would the title be, and who would play you?
Well, this is a struggle I'm having at the minute.
Right.
I have been thinking about this a lot because of reasons. And I don't know. And my dad gave me such a good one, and I can't remember what it was. Let me see the question again. Turned into a movie. What would the title be? Oh, I don't know. Oh, who would play me? Let's start with that. I don't know.
It's a hard one. Well,
I'll
answer it.
Yeah, you
So
do
for
yours.
mine's would be the trials and tribulations of the neurodivergent James Alexander Gaffney.
Oh, I like that.
And then I would get Simon Pegg to play me.
Simon Pegg?
Aye, I like Simon Pegg.
I do like Simon Pegg.
He's funny, man. But see, I always think that these people who are, I mean, he's really funny, but I always think there's another side, or no, there's another side. I don't know if it's because I'm an actor and we're filmed and I see all the stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And I like how he conducts himself, him and Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
You know, I see how they conduct themselves.
There's a fantastic young actor, and they're quite new, and I can't remember his name.
Oh, no.
And he would be perfect as well. But title-wise, see, I'm very into divine timing and synchronicity at the moment, and it would be something along the lines of that. And I would probably get JCC in there somewhere because I always do.
Yeah, JCC here.
It's JCC anything, JCC store, JCC hair.
That's how we're so similar. Like, even the stuff I do, Jag Art 82, Jag Art 82, Bag Art 82, Jacket Art 82. I've got a gift for you as well. We'll do that after.
Oh, and it's funny actually because there is a photo of me as a toddler. It might be my first birthday, and my cake. My dad made it. My dad is very creative, and he made this massive train cake, and it has JCC on it. And he was like, "We gave you that name for a reason," and he's always instilled that in me, and I think that's why I use it so much now. But no, I wish I could think of who that actor is. If I remember, I'll come back to that.
Right, we'll do one there because I wrote loads, man. But we'll save it. Right, you ready? What's the most outlandish piece of advice you've ever received about running a creative business?
Oh, struggle for 5 years.
Yes, it
From
is.
a local business owner who's fantastic. They have an extremely... it's Shona from the retreat. And basically, I can't remember the exact wording of her advice. I was going to her for a long time. And basically, those first 5 years, you struggle through those first 5 years.
And I said the same thing to you before we did the last podcast. And I was like, you know, and for me, because we were coming up to our 5th year, that solidified it for me. But you're right, you have to see if it works for 5 years.
Yeah, and I'm the same to any new stylist or anything that joins the team. I'm like, you know, those first 5 years, you'll build and build and build, but after that, you'll roll.
Love it. That's it. You know, I'm glad that came on, and you know, I would probably be the same. But the advice that I would give would be, or the most outlandish that I've had, because I was just myself, Jan, and I'm always saying that it was just me, and I had an idea. So the outlandish advice that you give yourself would be, you need to take that wee plunge, man. You need to love yourself a wee bit more. I don't understand love, but you need to love yourself a wee bit more. Like, I'm wearing my wee orange jeans, not as bright as what they used to be, because I love myself that wee bit more. I gave myself permission.
It's however you feel comfortable.
Things,
just do whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Just fucking go for it. We're beating about the bush. Fucking go for it. Stop messing about, man. Get in about it. Right, before we go, I've got a gift for you. So I'm not doing my wee end bit just yet.
Oh, okay.
2 seconds. Wee wobbly camera syndrome.
I've had so much coffee and water. I'm like
You're not sleep tonight.
crossing my legs.
There you go.
Oh,
This is a wee,
let me
a
try.
wee
Let me
J-skit.
try.
And your friend gave...
Ooh, this is cutesy. I mean, I
round,
can't
turn
see it
round,
on
turn
me
round.
right now.
Look at that.
Ooh.
And Taylor made her a wee jacket as well.
Oh, I think
She
I've
got a wee
seen
monkey
Taylor's.
one.
Cute.
Drinking.
I love.
There you go.
I love green.
A wee Tommy
you know.
Hilfiger number.
It's lovely.
There you go,
It
man.
fits really nicely as
Jordan,
well.
you're a good guy, man. There's no many things in this world that you need. You don't need, and I will always be there if you do need a conversation or a chat. I will always be at the end of the phone. You just need to learn to pick it up. And I'm saying this on camera so you remember to pick up your phone and use it. Yeah. But when he gets a guy who's starting his journey and got everything, a part of the journey that we're just saying there, like a jacket, it isn't just a jacket. How I was feeling that day is imprinted on it and now it lives with you.
Yeah, thank
So it
you
was my
so
pleasure.
much. Thanks.
You're very welcome.
Give us a hug.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Hey, it's I imagine we'll do a wee third. We'll try and get him to let us into the chicken farm and meet all
We'll have
these.
to do a third because
Aye.
3 is my number.
Because
so...
I've also got more. I've got more questions on there.
Okay, okay.
To be continued.
We'll save them for the house.
Aye, remember, please. These are always just suggestions. They're never a demand. But for your favourite autistic, ADHD, creative Scottish entrepreneur, me, be kind to yourself because you're worth it, man. This man here has allowed himself to do all of these things, and watch this back again and see how passionate we are about not only about what we do as, can you class it as a job? Well, we need to, as a job, but how
It's
we
a
want to,
lifestyle. It's a lifestyle.
but inspire other people, like brings us on to our motto, inspire to be inspired. I was inspired by Ross Muir, and then for that day, that's it, man. Just be kind to yourself is what I'm trying to say, and love yourself a wee bit more. They're always just suggestions, though. They're never a demand. So, for me, see you after. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And follow me too.
Aye, do all that.